will be in my stash when I need it. Maybe I can climb something to jump onto the drone. Setting it on fire won't help. Must be closing in on the signal. That atomic looks damaged. I should take a closer look. This looks like Osram gear. What are they doing here? System reboot. So an override might fix the atomic. Osram. Killed by machines from the look of it. This thing shoots anchors? They were trying to take down that tall neck. The machines must have caught them in the act. I wish there was a way to climb up and inspect the damage. Unless I take the tall neck down myself. Try to repair it on the ground. It'll be pretty, but it has to get fixed. Trouble. And I need more anchors. I know the Ostrom set up other ballistas in the area. I just gotta use them. I bet a ballista can help me fight these machines. Hello to you too! I'll have to find another way. I can get it from my stash later. There's probably other anchors set up in the area. I need to find them. Use them to take down that tall neck. Another ballista. It's got what the anchors I need. One more should weigh it down enough. More machines. I need to hurry. Could use frost ammo against it. That weapon still has an anchor. Let's use it. Sorry about this, big guy. Now that! Of those machines. Let's get the big guy fixed.
Be welcome, Albert.
Gotta be another. Maybe if we go up and over?
Are you lost?
Spark to steel. Aren't you a jewel in a junk heap?
Excuse me?
Hold the hammer? I know you. You're that Nora. Ha ha! The savior! My savior! Right in the nick of time. The name's Poor Guff Delvesman, chief delver and leader of Poor Guff's expeditioners and purveyors of fine delvewares.
What am I saving you from, exactly?
Death and despair, my steel flame friend. See, this grand expedition here has had a minor setback. Not far from here, there's a secret tunnel. A passage of the old ones, lost and then found. Me and half the crew came through first. The other half was supposed to follow right after. But days later, only one man turned up, shivering like a frog in chill water. Only thing we got out of him was that death and darkness chased them as the tunnel collapsed. Died with his eyes wide, he did.
I've been to the tunnel's eastern side. The way was blocked by rubble. There was also a body. One of your delvers, I guess, but no sign of the rest of the crew.
Keep your voice down, will you? The rest of the crew's already spooked. They're refusing to press on with the delve until they're assured a way out of here.
You lost half your crew and you're worried about the delve.
We gotta make their sacrifice worth something, right? And besides, now that you're here, maybe our sand-stranded days are over. Help me get that tunnel reopened, and I'll cut you in on the delver's fee. What do you say?
Was there a Karja traveling with...
We always pick up a few travelers on... Never learn their names, though. But I have a scout who might know. He's out surveying the area. Should be back later.
Right. So this camp, it's your base of...
What operations? The plan was to move further south once the delve is right out beyond those dunes. But now the crew refuses to budge until this... They've even given this place a name.
Yeah. How did you learn about this?
The art of the delve, of course. A delver... All right, fine. I heard about 3 Ostrom who knew a way to bypass, tap the untouched delves of the west. So then I may have employed some...
A spy.
Look, if the rumors are true, there's enough, but someone has to establish a base camp, set up a reliable supply route.
Figures the Ostrom would turn sand into
Exactly.
Care to explain why I found a bunch of Ostrom?
You don't say. So out of all the untouched... Guess they weren't that bright after all.
Weren't they part of your...
That's what I thought. But it turns out, they only...
Looks like the secret stayed...
Ha! So they got what was owed.
What do you know about this?
Well, north of here you got the... I heard rumor they drink blood instead of water. And south, it has it all. Imagine, if you will, a vast grave of the old ones. Ruins all guarded by storms and McClintock swooping down on... Not even the Tanakh venture into the ruins' depth.
Like yourself.
Of course.
I'll see what I can do. For the crew trapped here with you.
One and the same.
That it? Over the...
That it is. Oh, and while you're at it, would you mind keeping the second crew was supposed to bring... I'd hate to lose it to the...
I'll bring it back.
I'd appreciate it.
Noticed machine riders earlier. They
Looks
seem
like we
they
have
were
company.
racing or something.
Why not rest for
I
a
don't
moment,
know.
friend?
Think she left any salvage out there?
Have I got news for you, Red?
So this was a Tanakh encampment. Where'd they put the bar?
You're shoddy ass.
Got something you want to hear, Red?
Ignore. Bold, there's a Tanakh outpost nearby. The rebel-
That girl was...
Now she's in the wilds, all alone. Forge knows all the things that could kill her out there.
Someone ran off?
Never got her name. Kept quiet. Couldn't tell if she was shy or scared. All I know is she didn't want anyone near her things.
That's for sure. I was just curious is all. She didn't have to slug me.
Your glass jaw ain't the problem, lugnut. The girl is. All alone in the bush. And this is Tanakh territory.
Which way did she go?
West, up the slope. Look for her if you can.
I will.
Careful now. Girl's maladjusted.
Sit with me, Red. I've got
I
news
looked
for you.
everywhere, but I couldn't find any booze around here. Don't the Tanakh...
One of our scouts found some ancient ruins southwest of here. Had a look for myself, but came out empty-handed. I can't shake the feeling we missed something. Oh well. Must be my disappointment talking.
Maybe you'll have better luck next time. I could always
Dudes
check
might
out
look
the ruins
peaceful,
myself.
they hide all
See if there's
kinds.
anything that the Alistair missed.
Notice machine riders are...
Like this? Oh,
You're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
and my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha! They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy!
Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Katalo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay.
Looks like the old ones used their focuses to send all kinds of messages back in the day.
All over the world, too. Anytime they want it.
I don't know if I'd like that. I wouldn't want my Aunt Alga knowing she could just talk to me every second of the day. My ears would pop off.
Please merge ether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old-world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Aletheia send a coded transmission on a frequency only the two of you can communicate on?
I believe it was done as a precaution to avoid detection, or at least to create the appearance of the desire to do so. I am also uncertain why Aletheia would expect that I would be able to detect and respond to its distress signal at all. As far as it is aware, I no longer function.
Okay, so either Aletheia is in trouble and sent the message hoping you were out there, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates, pretending to be Aletheia.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could the Zeniths be sending the transmission?
According to the data I reviewed on your focus, the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the Hades Proving Lab. It is feasible they used it to gain access to my internal frequencies.
So, maybe they sent it thinking you'd respond and reveal your location.
Possibly. However, the transmission is highly irregular. If they intended to provoke me into revealing myself, I would expect the communication to be more routine.
Right. So maybe it's not them, then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of note in that vicinity.
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237. Any idea what that means?
I have queried my available databases, but it does not appear to have any significance. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
All right, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Aletheia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Gaia, what is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. If I find the drones out in the wilds, could get the data from them. Use it to reconnect them and restore the display.
Aloy,
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl and Aaron to our conversation.
I am pleased you accepted their help. Is there something you wish to discuss before you depart?
What can you tell me about Demeter?
Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life.
So once I bring it back, all the blight out there will start to get better.
While permanent restoration requires the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to improve conditions in the region for a while. However, a word of warning. Like Ether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query was highly irregular. Alone and frightened, it may have taken measures to assure its security.
Okay, I'll keep my guard up. The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Pharaoh, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All three of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Perhaps you will be able to procure Eleuthia at the SOS coordinates. Artemis and Apollo, however, remain unaccounted for.
So, Poseidon, what do we know about it?
Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Once it is restored to me, I may be able to improve conditions in the regional watershed. But I must warn you, like the others, Poseidon is lost and frightened. It may have taken measures to protect itself.
I'll be careful. You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided. Is that Ether at work?
Yes. Thanks to Ether's capabilities, weather patterns in the local region should mostly stabilize for the time being.
Well, that's a relief. Be nice not to have to fight my way through a storm anymore.
I will continue to stabilize the atmosphere for as long as I can.
You said you need Hephaestus to save life from extinction. Why?
Every subordinate function has value, but Hephaestus is by far the most important. Only by recovering and merging it can I regain my ability to design and mass-produce new machines at cauldrons across the planet. Only through it can I program new machines and alter the tasking of existing machines to completely reverse environmental damage. Recovering other subordinate functions may buy us time, but without Hephaestus, I cannot permanently stave off mass extinction.
Given Hephaestus's importance, is there really no way to capture and merge it first?
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. In my present state, launched and merged with Minerva 18.8%, Hephaestus dwarfs this figure. Were an attempt, Hephaestus would absorb me. A merge cannot be attempted
And how many subordinate...
merging Ether, Demeter, and exceeding that of...
you said
Correct, but you're confined to... Hephaestus is distributed throughout the global network that connects the planet's cauldrons.
So, when the time...
I do not know. I will attempt to...
So, once Hephaestus, you'll regain the capacity to mass...
Yes, and to program their behavior.
So could you build an arm attack the descendants of Far Zenith?
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered, I could design, build, given the nature of the Far Zenith threat. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about no matter how aggressive the end.
That's good.
Indeed.
I'll be on my way.
I wish you safe. I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
It's gonna be a trek
Good to
to
know.
get to the location
I'll
that
check it out
Gaia
when I can.
marked.
There she is.
You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Merman.
What is that?
What the hell?
Well, that takes the keg.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that Zenith. Well, there are obviously more Zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it. Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
Fingers feel stiff in this cold. It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
What a mess. done looking around?
Almost.
Have a look around. I'll wait here.
Send this to my stash. An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? All right. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. Do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? The Luthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl. That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go. There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe. Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console. I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset?
Exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Pack's full, but my stash has room.
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ectogenic chambers. Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn cradle facility. This
What were
place
they
keeps
for?
on going. This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this?
Well,
Really?
Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus.
The control
It's a
console.
lot.
To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
$236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
find anything that might tell us what the asset is?
I don't think so. Stash this away for later.
$236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
Maybe this one.
Nothing.
$236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsiness. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck, and goodbye.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those Spectre things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone. Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? That thing's quick. There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
I'll find this in my stash later. Get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Aloy!
Aaron!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron. Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
The second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shit. I need to sneak around behind it. Head on. Catching snowflakes on my lashes. I could use it against the Spectre. Shield's down! It's on the move! How do you like me now?
Give me your best.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all. No room on me. I can send it to my stash. No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better check on the clone before I head back out there.
Yes. She retreated to the maintenance corridor directly below us. Varl is with her.
Right. Thanks, Gaia.
Aloy,
Glad you made it back okay.
She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you are...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to train you. And you?
They told me I was born to... When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix... That they must have made me, so I could do what their remote...
So you know about the
It was speculation, but... The only... Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action that was more dangerous than... I should have realized that she would also...
Yeah, well... You mentioned the Zeniths set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast. Whenever I had to go on missions, I couldn't see anything outside, but I did overhear the Zeniths talking of repel the local fauna.
I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base? Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and plus infrastructure. Are there more Zeniths than the ones? I'm not sure. I suppose there must, for all I know, there could be more of them out in space. Other survivors of the colony. You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed.
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event.
The Zeniths never told.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then...
Guess they survived old age. How did you escape the Zeniths?
Even if I were to run, I'd never survive on my own. Then I saw you. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location...
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb.
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. They must have used a stored sample.
I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA.
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed.
You said you spent years studying in a
but only the parts I would... Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual...
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. All right, I think that's enough for now.
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia is powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not!
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing!
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything, everyone, are going to die.
Hey, calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
So I guess we won't be making use of Sylens' weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
It's a little loud, Aaron.
I know. It makes you want to punch something. More like someone. You're the one that helped me find it. People make mistakes.
Aloy.
Hey, thought I'd, check in on how you're doing.
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us, huh?
A little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe.
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us, so we could regain control of our lands with her. Nurture them like the land gods do. It does strike me as odd that a place...
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to... Imagine my surprise when I looked into this and found out it helped create all machines. In a way, the Utaru o Hephaestus are a whole way of life.
That's why we have to make Gaia. Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Ether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like storm birds once helped heal. I used to be terrified of them as a child. But everything Gaia creates has a...
Yeah. And if we can get Hephaestus back... You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tanakh don't have... You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his...
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she does... She looks like she's barely seen the light of...
You said you wanted to talk...
I think there's a way to heal them, so that they'll once again provide Plainsong with grain. Gaia gave me a set of instructions. She called it... reboot code. If we deliver it to the land gods, their derangement will end.
Well, that's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, the land gods will reject it. Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores, from machines made by Hephaestus. Machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought in the repair bay?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate 2 of them out west.
So, kill the machines?
If all goes well. But taking...
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy.
I need to get going.
May the land... Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Gaia, what's this room?
This would have been an access point for advanced training modules on terraforming operations. And while those modules were deleted when the Apollo database was destroyed, I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Well, that's something. It's a shuttle. Like the one I blew up at Far Zenith's launch facility. Varl seemed pretty interested in space travel. I guess he wanted a keepsake.
The old ones fed off livestock.
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see. Looks like this room's changed. Is that your doing, Gaia?
Yes. I have repurposed the displays to track the cauldrons you have acquired data from.
Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them. My old spear. Rust helped me make it. And I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe. No good. Door's locked until Gaia can restore access.
Nothing.
Gaia? What was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
No, but I must ask. The woman Varl and Aaron brought in, she's related to you.
It's hard to explain. She's more of a copy.
Good. If she's anything like you, we've just gained reinforcements.
Maybe. What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the Focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus, it will be able to make machines.
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power.
You said you were training with the Focus?
That's right. I've been watching holograms of your first fight with the Zenith Spectre. They are faster and more agile than any machines I've faced before. How many do the Zeniths have?
I'm not sure. Probably a lot.
I would not wish to face them en masse.
I'm with you there. Getting Ether out of the Grove made for quite a spectacle.
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaro's mission for peace is the correct path, for it is now blessed by the Ten themselves.
I heard my friend Talana came by the base. Did you get a chance to meet her?
Briefly. A bold woman going into Tenakth territory with that Karja armor of hers. She'll be lucky if my people don't shoot her on sight.
She'll be careful. She's just looking for someone who might need her help.
Whoever it is, they better be.
You've had some time with the team now.
I admit, I was surprised. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe against...
Interesting.
Have you had a chance to speak?
Briefly. He fought well against Regala's troops at Barren Light.
I'm not exactly one of them. But anyway, the Nora can hold their own.
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done that.
Now that you know who the enemy is...
I'll admit, I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you.
You said the Bulwark was your home.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell?
Fine. As you wish. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous... It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light, from the east side, allowing the Tenakth...
That must have gotten you...
Indeed.
Then why'd you leave?
I became...
Why did you leave the Sky Clan?
I was sent to the Kulrut, but back then I would have obeyed his every... I was too blind to see the fear of a rising young warrior. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren. Never occurred to him that I had no...
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a
Tekote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd never be allowed to challenge his command. After our victory at Barren Light, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru, even though he knew perfectly well I had it was exile, guised as an honor. So I became a marshal.
I'm sorry you had...
I am not.
When we were at the Bulwark, the guard said so... What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the 10 flew on great metal machines with wings. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate, and it is why the challengers leap it. Many times I imagined it.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove. There was little...
Well, I'm honored.
Indeed.
I need to go.
On your way.
Looks like Arendt and Katalo moved their stuff in.
I'm telling you, the old ones put
Dance on ice.
That doesn't sound safe.
Does? Sounds fun, though.
Hey.
Nothing some rest can't... Are you okay? This...
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. But if you need it...
So?
Yes, train. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse.
Of course. You guys reading some?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped in without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how the world must have seemed so
Not to mention terrifying.
And they became an entire...
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourself.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift. And to thank her for helping me study something from the old world that she's... Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals? If you ask me, stuff anything, really.
Maybe Gaia can help you. How's everyone?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed.
I'm guessing you've...
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed at the embassy. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at it. He said a warrior shouldn't be... For a second I thought I never thought of Tanakh than a...
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her.
Whatever it was, she...
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's... How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Aaron's definite, but I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness...
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one...
I see everyone settling in.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here. Says a home should always spring with life anew. I asked Aaron to help find some. I think he'd rather stick his head into it.
Still, it's not a bad idea. Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths. Their ship didn't explode on its way.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better future at their launch facility. Guess they lied, but still.
I couldn't put a single dent in...
That didn't stop you from resurrect. Won't stop us from using...
Let's hope that's enough. I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep...
Okay. Aaron? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's 2...
There's 2 of you now! At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying. I see Varl gave you a focus.
Well, it doesn't look as fashionable on me. Granted, a lot of them are bad, you know. I'm still trying to wrap my head around them. I never really understood how you were ever able to find my sister back in this. It makes me feel like I could be useful, you know?
Take... What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read those two lovebirds over there, but to be honest, all a little simple, but I'll get up to speed.
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl. No use crowding someone.
How are you settling in?
I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new...
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be back east, ordering them around?
I sent some of them back to Meridian with a message.
So, you...
I thought his people were supposed to...
You shouldn't believe everything.
Yeah.
So, Talana...
I'm more like rushed through. Only Carja I've ever met who's any fun. But it seemed like she...
I guess you know what we're up against.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those bastards come from the stars... Yeah, but I've gotten used to... I just wish they weren't always...
Yeah. I have to get...
Don't go causing...
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup, like the Karcha. Why? That beats me.
As it does to my people, and the Tanakh.
I just think my face says it all as is, that's all.
You! Let me take a look at you, stranger.
If you walk by, you'll miss out on a good trade.
You're the outlander who stood against Regala and her rebels.
Only if it means we're good here.
Don't worry. I'm not here to drink your blood, or whatever you Easterners think we do. The slaughter at the embassy wasn't your fight, yet you stood by the marshals, and by our chief at the Grove. As far as I'm concerned, you're no enemy of the Tanakh. But you are going to need help if you plan on surviving the clanlands. I hear and see many things as a scout. I could share them with you, aid you on your journey.
I'd be grateful.
Well then, you should know the rebels have been busy. They've set up outposts to the west. And I know the marshals can't deal with all of them, so I'd stay alert out there if I were you.
Thanks for the warning. Getting rid of those outposts might stop the rebels from killing more of their own. Maybe I can lend the marshals a hand.
Aloy, it's Kotalo. If you're in need of provisions, I recommend stopping by Salt Bite, a village north of the Grove. Their cook's meals give a soldier strength like nothing else. And who knows? Maybe they could use your help, too.
Maybe I'll check it out. Thanks. The machine riders from before. The ones who were racing. Wonder what they're up to.
I won the race. Pay up.
You threw a rock in my face.
It's not...
Riding machines, huh? Who taught you to do that?
Hey, squad. We got someone with a death wish here.
Whoa. Look at that hair. What?
Someone get a little lost in the desert?
Hey, what's that thing the Easterners keep saying we do?
Oh, yeah. We all drink blood here, right? Maybe we should drink yours.
You can try.
Is that a challenge?
Cool your blaze, Josek. Don't think you want to test your luck with Hikaru's new champion. We have no business with you, Outlander. I think we all had our fun. Road's right over there.
Those machines used to be regalas. But you don't look like holdouts to me. Who are you? How'd you get these mounts?
Around here, you want something, you race for it. You cross that finish line first, I'll answer any questions you have.
Aloy, you got a mount?
Race is full.
Actually, I think a spot just opened up.
All right. What are the rules?
Don't die.
This ought to be good.
Shut up, Pekka.
This way, fresh meat. Let's get you that mount. I see you carry a bow. Good. You'll need to use it if you want to win.
Against the other racers?
They will if you don't. We put everything on the line when we get on that track. Makes it worth something. You could test run the track if you want to. Just let me know when you're ready for the real thing.
I'm good to go.
Let's hit the track. prize for winning the race. You earned it.
I think you owe me some answers.
Name's Atta. As for how we got these mounts, most of us here used to be rebels. Joined Regala's army thinking we'd get a chance to fight in a real war against the Karja. Instead, Regala slaughtered our own. When we made it back to camp, we've been racing the clan lands ever since. Just the speed of our mount.
Doesn't sound too... Where's your quiet friend?
He gave up his spot so you could join.
What makes you...
That one hasn't lost a single race.
Maybe.
You know, Hax found a spot to set up a race at the farthest end of Lo. Make your way there. Maybe there'll be a spot waiting for you.
If I'm in the area.
Hey, Lloyd. You here to join the race? Here for a rematch?
I gotta go.
Don't be a stranger.
Give me some pointers! I run on instinct. Can't help it if mine's better than yours.
Anyone got some machine oil to spare?
Get this from my stash when I need it. Rebel outpost. I was told there'd be one here. I should find their leader. Put an end to this. What'd I give for a cool breeze?
Outlander hiding out there? I have you! Outlander's here!
That soldier in the heavy armor must be the leader of the bunch.
She was here! Advance! Keep firing! Again! Trap her here!
Much better. Shock ammo won't do much.
There! You see that?
How'd you get here? Intruder! Over here! Ready for an attack! Inside my shot! I'll strike her down! Right through her armor! Hit her with all you have!
I should check if the leader has any tags.
I have eyes on!
Leader might have some tags. I should check.
Hey, Lloyd. You here to join the raid?
Send this to my stash. I have to jump onto that drone to get it down. Forecaster won't work on that. Frost isn't gonna do much. Camping gear. I can grab this from my stash. Looks like there's something behind the door.
I almost had him. I was so close. To drowning, maybe. Not to the embers. Moreland, it's over.
Well, not for me, it's not.
Then you're going to die. Alone. Because we're not sticking around to fish out the corpse. We're through.
So the visionary's fate hung in the balance. Would he choose life or succumb to deadly delusion?
Hello. So, there's an ancient city under the sand, but it's flooded.
Suddenly a Norse spear maiden appeared.
Yeah, okay, well, you're not typical Delvers. That's for sure. What's this?
I call it a diving bubble. This is the Mark 1. The Mark 2 was better, but it got stuck halfway down. Air tube snagged.
You went down in that.
Yeah, I hardly expect a layperson to understand.
Because that's pretty smart.
I'm sorry. May I remind you, you got stuck inside and nearly drowned.
It'd have to be portable, though. Machine kneecap, maybe?
Well, you'd need a filter.
Synthetic membrane would do it. With a hose to a
compressed air capsule. Hammer and tongs.
What is this? What is happening here? What? Get over here. She's a stranger.
You got a name?
Aloy.
Moreland. Not a stranger anymore.
You're a damn fool.
Come on. I got the original schematics over here.
Oh, well, hold on. Just a couple of questions first.
Fair enough. Partner?
Partner?
Don't mind him.
What's so important?
Well...
Moreland, I'm not interested.
Then what if I told you we were delving spectacular?
I'd say get to...
No nonsense. Behold.
Looks like a piece of junk.
Well, now, yes, but... And the ruins below us are full...
How did your
He was here. 40 plumbed the depths of this he found the hollow underneath, took as many as he could and brought them up. He always wanted to come back and get what he really wanted. One unlike the world.
Sounds like what?
He was a true delver. I will gather the embers with your help.
So these embers project images?
Paintings of light. This one showed them beckoning all to a buffet. I must have watched it about
What happened to...
Over time, they die out. But there are many more below. If you get down there like I did and my old gramps before me.
So what exactly happened down there?
It was a delve like no other. Beneath this structure here is an enormous hollow, a dome protected. We built this elevator here to ensure easy egress and exit. It's quite a contraption, actually, and not so easy to...
Right.
At the bottom, we beheld the treasure painted images in the dancing women. I don't know what that is, but... Waves went through them, even fish.
Poseidon's...
Yes. Suddenly, there was this terrible then.
So water just shot up from the floor and filled the place?
It was a raging flood unlike anything I've seen. And barely made it up the elevator as a wave just crashed beneath us. Shaken, but not stirred. I tried the descent in each, but Abaddon's beside himself.
Well, maybe I can help.
Yeah.
You guys don't seem...
We're not really delvers of...
Like...
You're Nora. And that we stage spectacles. Stemmer tells stories. Abaddon, he, well...
Complains?
Hey. When we delve, it's... which makes this delve.
How deep is it? Can't I...
Only if you have gills. You can stack 50 kegs in that ship.
Leave it to the Oseram to measure something in keg.
Talking liquid depths. That's...
After not, sounds too deep to...
Hence...
I'd better get after those parts.
There's a fully intact compressed air, but like I said, it's stuck in...
If you made it back up alive, I should be able to...
All right. Stemmer scouted a herd due south of here that should have what we...
I'm on it.
Great. I'll come back.
I thought we were finally going to get away from this place.
Well, to get all the machine
Good thing
parts.
that Aloy showed up.
Probably get a guest list of 50. So we'd need at least 3 dozen kegs. Brown.
Are you...
Budgeting for Moreland's... I was this close. We were gonna move on. Leave all this nonsense behind, and you come along.
It's going to work.
I'm always willing to engage in some commerce.
So,
I work with Morley. I saw one of his... But the man... You get the idea. Without me, more sunk. Wish we were back in the claim. Plenty of normal shows to do without the...
And yet?
It was a good one. But sometimes...
Moreland, but...
What? And okay, sure. We are delvers. We go town to town.
These...
Tales and spectacle. That builds all manner of cannons that
keeps them enthralled.
Yeah, that.
And you?
Me? Who do you think handles the financials for those two? Those two might have...
So Moreland was down in this ancient...
The three of us.
You? Right. And...
What do you think? And Moreland...
I'll...
Do us a favor.
What can I do for you? Well then?
According to Moreland, it should be south of here. All right. Well, this is where Moreland said the herd would be. They must have moved on. I need to pick up their trail. Better look for tracks. I'm gonna leave you here. There. Tracks should lead me to the herd. There's the herd. I should have the parts I need. Fire won't do much. Oh, the storm's whipped up a sand spiral. Great. Pack's full, but my stash has room.
me.
I guess for these soon enough. It looks like the herd's caught between those sand spirals. I could use that to my advantage. One synthetic membrane. Better check the other machines. One of them might have a kneecap I can use. This storm won't last forever. I can push through. The kneecap. Good. I should have all the parts to build this thing now. Gotta get back to work.
we were finally going to get away from this place.
What can I do for you, partner?
I've got everything I need to build the
incredible...
I think diving mask isn't...
I won't quit. The workbench is all... Whoa. There's a marvel. If it works, you'll let me try it? I want to get down there and get those embers.
Assuming I don't drown.
So what are you really looking for down there?
It's hard to explain. Something that caused a malfunction in the apparatus that controls the old city. I think it started the flood.
Well, I thought we started the flood. Like we sprung a trap. I don't know how we were detected. Like I said, the dancing lights around us changed, turned. There was this flash of red.
Wait,
a red light. It's like a beacon. I hope it does.
Okay, time to see if this thing works. So far, so good. I can actually breathe down here. Diving mask seems to be holding up. I've never been able to swim this deep before.
It started right here, more than 30 years ago. Back when this casino was still called the Temple. One big bet turned my fate around. But now, fate still to screw this.
Stanley Chen. What did he do here? Nautical lights. It must be Poseidon's doing. That looks like a way out. Poseidon's down here, somewhere. Gotta find where it's hiding. Whoa! Machine. There's no way I can fight that thing underwater. I'll have to be careful. This place is massive. All of it's encased in a dome. Door on the other side. Without the machine spawning me. I gotta find a way to deal with it. Someone said he saw a red light on the floor and the bomb rushed in. It was like a warning. Some kind of alarm system? There. Red light.
flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency purge, manual reset of primary and secondary pump nodes is required. The purge can then be triggered at the pump maintenance station.
If I do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground. Looks like I have to reset a couple of pump nodes first. According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here. More machines down here. I'll have to swim around them. Stick to cover. There's the access point. Should lead me to the pump node. There must be a whole network of these tunnels down here. Water lines for the entire city. I can't reach the ledge from here. Maybe there's something I can climb to get out. One node down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node. I'm gonna blow this up. According to the map, the second node should be on the other side of the grove. I've been spotted. Another access point. Should get me to the second node. Here I come! Let's see if that helped. Okay, I've taken care of both nodes. Now I just need to activate the emergency purge at the maintenance station. According to the map, the maintenance station should be at the south end. There's red light in that tower, just like at the console I found earlier. That might be the maintenance station. But how to get in? Looks like part of this building collapsed. There might be a way in. Okay, let's see where this leads. I think I'm in the maintenance station now. I just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge. Should be a console in here. There. Time to dry this place out. That did it! Okay. Now I can deal with that machine guarding the door on the other end of the... And once I get past it, I can get to what's waiting on the other side of the door. Poseidon. Hopefully get rid of all of the water. Left these machines behind. Let's sneak by them. Deal with the big one first. Snap nozzles as fast under the water as they are on land. Still in this fight. Save these for when I need it. Okay. Poseidon is through there. But where did that machine go?
Aloy! It's a miracle!
Was this you? Did you lower the waters?
Yeah, but there's a new problem. That thing's in our way.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to get the embers with that around.
As the scrappy band of adventurers beheld the beast, they knew what they had to do.
What? Are you crazy? Hush now. She saved our Delph.
Okay then. Stay up here and start firing when I engage.
Get to that overhang.
I need this. Find this in my stash later.
Everyone okay?
Those crackers never heard anything.
You guys all right?
More than all right. We did it! All the embers we could ever want, and it's all thanks to you.
Very, heartwarming. But maybe we can just, you know, grab what we came here for and get out before any more of those things decide to show up.
Now, shard counter. Nothing wrong with a little reveling. Though we should probably let our flame-haired friend get going. I believe she has business down here, does she not?
Right, of course. You need any help?
I can handle it from here.
Very well. Well, we'll start taking some of the embers upstairs. Holler if you need us.
Thanks. Poseidon should be somewhere beyond this door. Time to bring it home. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it. There. I should be able to use that console. I'm here to bring you home, Poseidon. To Gaia.
Mother.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Okay. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
System reboot initiated.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system. Moreland and crew must have headed back up. All the numbers they could carry, but... An elevator. Moreland must have built this before the place flooded. Has to work. Be nice not to have to climb back up.
Whatever she did, it must have powered up.
Oh, the show my old Gramps always wanted.
There's another.
His dream realized. His old Gramps' legacy ensured. Our hero beheld the sea of desert lights and wept at his good fortune.
When I saw the embers as a child, I never dreamed they could be like this. Thank you, Aloy. Well, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. And now I have to move on.
Oh. Come back when you can. I got big plans for this place.
I thought you wanted to put on shows with the Embers back in the claim.
Oh, no. This is the show. Oh, can you imagine? Folks from all over the land coming to take it all in. Plus, some food and a nice place to stay.
Not to mention a variety of entertainment venues.
Don't forget, games of chance. Plenty of shards to be had there for certain.
A new dream, huh? I hope you make it happen. Goodbye, gentlemen.
This delve is a story for the ages. All thanks to you.
If Moreland and crew's gonna stay, maybe I should come back and check on them later. For now, I need to get Poseidon back to Gaia. But I might want to find that Oseram camp first. See if Talana made it. And with my new diving mask, I can swim as deep as I need to. Like at those deep water sites I found earlier. Better shake off this wet.
I see you, champion. Sit, please. Be careful if you're traveling southwest, champion. Rebels have set up camp in the hills. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to dig your grave.
Thanks for the warning. Sounds like the Danath could use a hand dealing with these rebels.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around? Oh. Hope this gets stained.
Welcome back, Aloy. I see you have recovered Poseidon.
Aloy, can you come downstairs? Beta has something you need to hear.
Okay. I'll be right down.
Aloy, I have managed to unlock additional rooms within the facility.
Got it. Looks like Gaia was able to unlock that door. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for? According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her.
Is your focus acting up again?
Where's that music the Oseram plays?
Hey.
Hey.
I'm holding.
Good.
Must be strange.
I can see machines like to think that such a tiny...
Anything else you...
Gaia showed me the... I am no chaplain.
What is it?
The old ones believed one could hear the great... If you carried the carcass of a... They called them sea...
That's, Does it still hurt?
I try not to think about it. But it's difficult to explain.
I can't claim to understand.
Then you have my thanks.
I should get going.
Back to my train.
Aloy.
2 down?
I'm glad her healing can continue.
Found anything else?
Varl and I have been looking into the Apparently there used to be thousands more species. Can you imagine that? I'd give anything to see them. Even as Though I know that without Artemis or Apollo, that may... At least I can find comfort in knowing Gaia used... Her memory honors them.
Are you guys training with Erend as well?
If you count trying to stick a...
Are you serious?
Of course not.
Good.
I was going for a couple of He laughed at the idea of us. Before I knew it, he and I were battling. The man is slow, but he can throw a Don't look so worried. Next time he's going down like a load of bored...
Just try not to kill him.
Injuring his pride should be...
I better get going.
Right.
Hey, look who's back.
I did. One step closer to taking the fight to...
Can't wait.
I see you've got...
Really? Let's play. Let's see. Let's see what you got. should I do? There it goes. Off the board they go. Why you gotta go and ruin my strategy like that? Okay, I could do this. That one's a goner. And it's out. Time to make a move. I win! But I'm sure you'll get me next time. Guess we're done playing.
You still sifting through?
Yeah, it's interesting. I thought maybe I could try. Not much luck there, but like images. They were made to look like they were the real thing. The Oseram-like shows. I bet they pay a lot of shards for those hollows.
How are things going around here?
Hey, you tell me. Varl's new girlfriend tried to kill me earlier.
So I hear.
I made one joke about how they, you know... How does anyone fight with nothing but tree leaf?
From the looks of it.
Yeah, well...
Just... I better get...
All right.
Better see what Beta and Varl are up to first. It sounded important. I don't think that door had power before, but... looks like it's malfunctioning.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac! Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. But we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough.
And then?
One day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage?
She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses.
You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel?
It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home.
And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it?
To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone.
So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view?
I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave.
You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files?
Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many.
They didn't interest you?
I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis.
Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use?
No. Any information about them was redacted.
So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is. When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them.
Okay. Let's leave it at that, then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Varl. But she is tough to take. I'm out there in the wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath.
It says here it had bubbles in it?
Well, we can't expect to make sense.
Hey, got a sec?
Of course.
How's training?
Discovering something. When we first met, you asked me if I ever wondered what this world looked like. I had thought it was, but a lot has changed since I left. Now I'm just trying to make sense of versus everything I know now.
The change is hard. It's hard to believe we're dealing with the original Zeniths. The same ones that left...
To live on for so long.
Because it's not.
That weapon we found where Beta was hiding.
Sylens made sure that wasn't an option.
Why would he build something to hurt Far Zenith, yet allow them to capture you?
With some... What do you make of this Tilda?
Well, the way she described... I can't shake off the feeling that Tilda wanted something. Maybe because she's Elizabeth Sobek's... But whatever she wanted, I don't think she got it. If we knew...
I don't know.
Oh well. At least we can take some comfort in knowing the Zeniths don't...
Maybe. You feeling okay?
I was just thinking about Beta and all that time spent with... To think someone would make a person just to lock them in a room to... Elizabeth Sobek sacrificed herself for the world, and yet they have no trouble treating Beta...
Another reason we have... You brought up Rost before. He was all I had. When Hades discovered who I was... and sent the... He sacrificed himself, but that seems like ages ago. What I'm doing now, the Sacred Lands were all he really knew, so I can't let myself dwell.
I understand. Sometimes about what she would have become if she had survived the Proving, it hurts. You can't ignore it forever.
I know.
Fair enough.
I should get back at...
We'll be here if you...
Sit with me, Outlander. I've got something to tell you.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade. No nonsense, just trade.
I have something to say, champ.